Okay, so making another video to continue these little episodes and little series that I've been this little saga, let's call it that, it sounds epic, of videos I've been making with the intent to create some value in your lives or those who are actually sitting through and watching them. Today I wanted to brush up on being stuck versus being inconsistent. Obviously, being stuck is when you're doing everything and nothing's working no matter what. It's more so just not acknowledging the things that aren't working. And inconsistent is when you start building momentum, shit hits the fan, then you fall off for weeks and months, then you act like you've just completely failed. It's usually just a minimal bump in the road. And to be honest, you're probably a lot closer than you think. Resistance tends to show up the most when we're about to make a big leap in our lives or a big shift. It's a common thing to recognize along the way. Simplicity is going to set you free. You stay in the game long enough even when things don't go according to plan. You just have to stick it through long enough for the changes to actually become something tangible and something that you can actually see in your life. You look at minimal habits. You look at little things that you can do that are within your control. When you miss days, just start the next morning. Or if you, let's say whatever happens, something happens and you mess up earlier in the day, you still have X amount of hours to come back from the day. You don't have to let this one little mishap become the determining factor of the entire outcome of your day. Because what you don't want and what probably got you spiraling is this long guilt monologue, thinking that you've just ruined everything. Just a quiet reminder, reminding yourself that you're only human, and then you jump back into things. Stop obsessing over perfect days, getting everything just right, because that's just not how things work. Especially for perfectionists, celebrating the small wins, that's extremely important, because it's another thing that's going to help you rebuild momentum. And then from there, you can start to notice how fast you get back on track every single cycle, every single time you do fall off, recognizing how quickly you can get back on track, because this is how you develop and cultivate resilience. One of the things that is within your control is your sleep. Life is 10 times easier when you are getting good sleep. You don't react as much. You're more in control of your reactions, your thoughts. You can focus better. You can pinpoint where things are. You're just a lot more efficient when you get good sleep. If you are having trouble sleeping, things that you could do to reset your circadian rhythm. As soon as you get up, go get some sunlight, walking outside, getting some fresh air. And if you're someone like me who gets up before the sun, get a sun lamp. It works wonders and they're super cheap. You can find them on Amazon. Also, keeping the same bedtime every single night, or at least around the same bedtime every night. It's just like you want to teach your body to recognize when it's time to sleep. And if you're inconsistent with your sleep times, it's going to throw things off. And then before you go to sleep, obviously, put the screens away. It's super simple. These aren't super complex things. You put the screen away. You could do light reading. You could do light breath work. You could do light meditation. Things that are honestly free. You don't need to take anything to get into a state of relaxation. Although magnesium helps, ashwagandha helps, L-theanine helps. There are things that you can take that are a little bit more natural, or that are natural. But ultimately, you can do these things without having to rely on external substance. Change is not going to be about never falling off. It's going to be about getting on faster and quicker and then staying on longer every single time.